What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Nice guy driver. I want to prove to you guys that I can be a little positive. I am the nice guy driver, of course. And there is some positive news. New rideshare companies are coming. I'm sure you guys have seen the rideshare professor. He's promoting fair rides, fair eats. And I like the business model. I'm not even getting credit for talking about them. It's just I took a look at it a little bit and I was like, a nice business model. And I like that it's not one business body controlling it. It's a co-op, and of course the rideshare professor's involved, so he's gonna help with the marketing aspect of it. And it's just a lot of people involved, and I think it's a good look, yo. I think it's a good look for the future. And there's a lot of smaller, similar companies coming out. And I'm not trying to take credit in any way, shape, or form, but I was thinking of a similar business model without the co-op, you know, because I knew it had to be a flat rate monthly plan of some kind. And let's keep it real. The company or the co-op has got to make money to fulfill the app requirements and so forth. So it's got to make some money. And I think we were happy even when we were happy when we were probably getting 80%. So at one point, Lyft and Uber were getting about 20%. Billions of dollars from that 20%. Don't get it wrong. And drivers were complaining back then, guys, believe it or not, because we're doing all the work, you know, and they just took advantage of that. And like I said, they would have been good if they stayed there. I think that was the old CEO. You know, a lot of people were happy with him just because the earnings were a little bit higher and they had a lot of affiliate money to throw around. A lot. So I haven't checked it out yet, but fair rides, fair eats, I'm going to see if they have some type of referral program, because I want to start promoting you guys. I really think it's a good business model. I think it's going to be fair for drivers. And I think the way they set it up with the co-op is actually beneficial, because I think it stops corporate greed from setting in, you know, and everybody involved will look bad if the corporate greed sets in. And I'm pretty sure the rideshare professor and everybody involved won't let that happen. So it's a good look. Now, the only bad news for Connecticut is I don't think this is gonna move fast enough to help Connecticut drivers now. In the future, yes. Even if I'm not, this is my commitment to this co-op, fair eats, fair rides, fair eats, I believe they call it. Here's my commitment. Even if I am no longer a driver, I promise to promote this. If they give me any type of affiliate link or anything like that, I will promote this. Not to just get affiliate dollars, because I believe in what they're doing. I want a way in the future even to eliminate the corporate greed of Uber and Lyft. I don't even care if Uber and Lyft are still around in the future. I really don't. But I want their power to be minimized. I want these other companies to move up as well and provide a nice competition for Uber and Lyft, so they can't be controlling. And then watch Uber and Lyft power slowly diminish, and they might even have to start paying the drivers more money. You never know. It might push them to slightly up what they're paying drivers. I don't think it's going to be a big difference, but it might be like it's 50% now. It might be 60-40. They might at least give back 60% to the driver on average. Right now, on average, it's like 50%. Everybody just looked into it. Everybody's done their research. Now, are there times they take even more? Yes. Are there small times they take less, even less? Yes, of course. But the average majority of the rides, everybody's research, they're taking about 50%. Actually, one study I looked at says 55%. You know, so I just want more competition for these guys. Like I said, even if I'm not in rideshare in the future, I would like to see Connecticut drivers happy. And then who knows, we might actually be able to use a company like this and our benefit and start doing a fleet situation with them. You know, I got my hand up, Rideshare Professor, set up the first fleet in Connecticut. You know, I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I think New York has a better chance of this helping them sooner. Because I think they were talking about going to New York. I think they're trying to focus on Cali, New York, you know, the big places, possibly Florida. But this will probably hit New York first. And then it might slowly trickle from New York to Connecticut. That's how things usually work. So, but I'm going to keep an eye on this. And even if I'm not a driver personally, I am going to promote this going into the future. We're going to keep an eye on it to see how they go. There's a couple other ones we'll probably be talking about on the channel. And I might do a deep dive even into Fair Rides, Fair Eats as well, and show you, like, you know, what the whole setup looks like as far as the website and stuff like that. I might do that. As well as compare it to these other companies that are coming out. They're not in my area, but we should still talk about them because it's good to hear, you know. Now, as far as all the companies in New York, they're all corrupt. You know, Juno, all the smaller ones as well. You know, they're all corrupt. You know, it's a situation where there are smaller companies that you don't hear about, but they're just as corrupt as Uber and Lyft. So they're not worth talking about. But there's some new ones. Some new ones coming. Let's keep our eye out. Let's support the Rideshare Professor and everybody for promoting this company. And I know it's not a scam because he wouldn't even be involved. You know, unlike that trip situation we had to deal with. You know. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Thank you.